Hello, my loves. It's day 12. Today's going to be light and fun. But before that, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge you. These past 11, 12 days has been a lot of work. This is a lot of stuff. And if you're here listening to this, I just want to acknowledge you for staying committed to getting a deeper sense of your sparkle, your commitments, staying in track. I know this isn't easy work, and if you're here listening to my voice right now, you're showing yourself that you are worthy. You are worthy of all the love that you have to give. And that says a lot about who you are and who you are to the people that you love and the people that in your life. So I'm very, very proud of you. Okay, can you receive that? I hope you can, because I mean it. And if you don't receive it now, you will soon. All right. Or you can rewind and listen to it again until you get it. So many options as you have been seeing. Go with what your body wants. Okay. Now, can you remember the last time you were playful? Like thoroughly playful, smiling, grinning ear to ear, or feel childlike? I'll give you a moment to think about it. Search for the last experience that you felt like you were having fun, like so fun. Maybe it was with your kids, your partner, your friends in college, your cousins, your family, your siblings, maybe even your parents, right? When was the last time where you felt like time stopped and you were just having so much fun? I'll give you a moment to close your eyes and let that memory come to you. Let it come from your heart. You can take a pause here, pause the video if you'd like, to just really search in, dig deep. When was the last time you felt so playful and you were having so much fun? And moving forward, from what you remember, what about it made it fun? Was it that you didn't have to worry about a single thing? Not a care in the world, no expectations. All you had to do was be present. And being present wasn't even like work. This memory, what you're feeling now from it, remembering it, meet your creative energy or the creative intelligence within you. Now you might be thinking, how is playfulness creative energy? It totally is. That's our inner child fully beaming. Our true unfiltered spirit shows through in that moment. So here's something also not ingrained in us. Actually, a lot of it has forced us to grow up and not remember our inner child. But our inner child is our inner artist. They are synonymous. Now, this playful, childlike energy is very healing. Very healing. How? Because just like with any child, they force you to be present because they have this magic about them that calls you into the present magic in every moment. This healing in every moment. What does this have to do with us now? Creating a deep connection with our sparkle requires for us to tap into our inner safety landscape, where we feel safe enough to play. And that requires a bit of reparenting on our part for our inner child. This is where we pull out all the instances that had us feeling forgotten, unheard, unseen, or shamed for our art, for us being loud, right? And it's not to say, of course, if you are a parent yourself, being a parent is very difficult. I have a 10-year-old daughter, and it's not an easy job or an easy role, but it's the most rewarding. And I don't have it perfect all the time, right? Sometimes I let my adultness, the rushing out the door, the being on time, like all this structure, I let that take away from her childlike fun and joy. There's like moderation there, but the reason why I bring that up is I'm not pointing to that your parents did a terrible job and your inner child is just completely not happy. No. And it's very likely that there are moments where we just weren't allowed to play as loud as we wanted to because we had somewhere to go or somewhere to be, like no judgment or shame or blame on anyone. And it is our responsibility, the ability to respond to life with love. It's our responsibility to give ourselves that sense of healing because our inner child is needing for that acknowledgement and validation, right? That safety. So by inviting more playfulness in our day-to-day lives, we can foster emotional distress into emotional recovery. They do this a lot in play therapy. I'm huge on play therapy. It saved mine and my daughter's connection like so many times. And the first step is the invitation to play more, be light, be relaxed into play. Yeah? I know that sounds foreign because we got responsibilities, we got bills to pay, we got things to do, we got dreams to, we just got things to do. We're adults now. So it might sound foreign, but stick with it, okay? Stick with it. Creative energy is play. You are creating every moment of every day. From the moment you open your eyes and start moving your body to get up, how you brush your teeth, what you choose to wash your face with, in the order that you want to wash your face, and the duration, what time you choose to eat your food, what kind of food you want to eat. We are creating our lives in every moment and every day, but we are not aware of it. We kind of just think of like, oh, this is the stuff I have to do. Like, I got to do this and do this, do this. We're not really aware of like the creativity aspect of that. Even what you choose to wear for the day, to what you decide to do with your time, or even the words and language you choose to use to respond to someone in a conversation. Bottom line is you are more creative than you gave yourself credit for. We just don't think that's creative because it's so mundane or just boring because it's every day, same thing. Or if you want to try something new, you're still like, oh, there's a goal here. There's a reason for it. There's like, you don't just do it just for the sake of creativity. You do it for the sake of an end goal, right? Maybe we're so disconnected to it because we think we have to follow certain routines inherited to us by society, like what the most successful people do in their morning routine. I have definitely fallen victim to that. We just follow them, right? Because success leaves clues. Yes and no. This is where I dare for you to think differently. The important part is that no one is you. No one is you. You are the first one to live this life in your way. You are the only you. So you get to create this whole thing called your life, and you get to decide who gets to be in it, what you want, how you want to feel, all of this good stuff, right? Oop, there's a typo on my thing. I meant to say the disconnect from my slides. The disconnect from creative intelligence could creative in energy. Sorry, that mumbo jumbo. The disconnect from creative energy could come from familial patterning where you were raised with, friends you keep around you, or people who benefit from your kindness. That can suck out the creative energy with you. Inherited success rules from people in the public eye, or the abundance of information we consume on a daily basis via doom scrolling on social media platforms where we don't get a say on what content shows up. I mean, we do have control over who we're following, but nowadays people be trying new things and expressing new things every day, and you never know how they're feeling. You never know what's going to pop up in your feed. And, you know, it takes us a second, like 1 to 3 seconds to decide whether or not we want to engage in that, whether or not we want to consume in whatever that thing is. And this is why I made Sparkle Sanctuary all in just good vibes, right? Trying and doing, but that's besides the point. That sense of control and force is starting to get old really quick to our inner child, inner artist, or inner spirit. So the work now is to shift out of the old and boring and into thinking differently, inviting more playfulness, right? You can notice the subtle differences of control and force once you're aware now that you are aware. You have the opportunity to shift into more adventure and fun, shift into like doing something just for the sake of it, not having any rationalization or justification going. I mean, can you imagine what the world or what your day would look like if you didn't have to rationalize or justify why you are doing the things you're doing, just simply because you want to do them? Oh, so good. So I leave you with these affirmations. My inner child deserves to be heard, seen, and supported. I honor my inner artist on a regular basis because this relationship gives me a sense of adventure. Down below in the description of this video, I have some journal prompts for you and a bonus homework assignment. And so this is just planting a seed. There's so much more that I can get into. I could create a whole new course about play therapy and our connection with not only like for moms, for our kids, and also for our own inner child, healing aspects of where we weren't seen and heard, where we were shamed for our art or for expressing ourselves, for being too loud, especially if you come from an Asian household, So here we are, day 12. You have everything you need. There's no fixing or changing needed. This is all just play. In fact, all of the days, every single day that I show up on here and you're watching the video is an opportunity to play with a new tool, an opportunity to see how it lands with you, to see if it fits, if it resonates, right? These are all opportunities to create bigger possibilities, to create a bigger capacity for you to love yourself even more, and to allow yourself to let go of things that no longer serve you. I always say, and I'm trying to find a different way to say this, a different languaging around it, but I always say like the work is the work. I don't want it to make it sound like, oh, okay, this is hard, this is work, like hard work, right? And that I also don't want to take away the fact that this isn't easy. So, if you're here now listening to my voice, I am so proud of you. This shows how amazing and worthy and deserving that you know that you are. You're reaching for that radiant version of you. Okay? So take it easy, make it playful. It's really true that you can heal yourself with play, right? Laughter is the best medicine because it truly is. You can. You can keep it light, you can keep it playful, you can play with other friends, you can there's so much possibilities. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks for sticking with me.